Hey,
I have no heat on and it's getting warm in my studio.
that means summer is here. Let me see if I can.
Or spring, really spring. You know, spring is really sprung.
So let me just check here. Um, got on my Life Forum shirt. You want to see this? This is. I used to be a beta. Oops, sorry, dropped my hip. I used to be a beta tester for Life Forums, Credo Interactive. So, a Life Forum shirt on. I'm happy about that. Life Forums. So, speaking of Life Forums, like I was saying, I saw Enchanted yesterday. I watched it, and I was very disenchanted. I was just totally disenchanted. I was like not happy with the theme, and you know what? It was really nice because what I did like is like the Bambi scenes, like with all the birds and stuff, and that's very spring-like. And Disney has, if you ever seen that kind of stuff by Disney, if you go and watch like Bambi, you'll see that Disney has cornered the market on Twitter patient. So go see Bambi, and you'll know what I'll know what I'm saying when I say that, because it wasn't. They have a way of putting that la 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 enchanted, Twitter pated feel in your head, and with the change in weather and spring and sprung, and I really think it's just nature. It's like rotations of the earth. It's getting warmer. Parts of human nature that would be dormant starts to come alive during the winter. It's just like natural part of the process.
But with that said,
That I think that when you recognize that, like I say, it's warm in here. I can feel the energy. I woke
woke up feeling very energetic this morning. Very energetic. I was like, dang, I thought I was old.
So the thing about it is that with me, it's really alive. You ever feel that like that? Like everything is like really static, ecstatic. So the thing about it is that with that, then people start acting crazy and shooting and stuff. And I don't know what neighborhoods you live in, but Obama, bitter ain't the word. Bitter ain't the word. You start hearing guns popping. It would be nice if people took refuge in their religion, because things would be a lot easier on everybody. But people start acting crazy. You start hearing the sirens and stuff like that. But I was supposed to be talking about dating. So and sex and Twitter patient and all of that good stuff, birds and the bees. And, you ever walk in? There's a long meadow outside of my area, and you would actually see the birds. Couple of everything. The bird. It's like a Disney movie back there. It's like the birds start. You see two birds chasing each other and flinging around and stuff like that. And then you see two squirrels running together and two rabbits. It's a meadow back there. So, and even the bees. It's like that. But with that, my plot, because I haven't been involved in a relationship in quite some time. And one of the reasons why, and I want to explain that because people probably think there's something wrong with me, but one of the reasons why is because I was in a heavy relationship before I left New York. So, and then it was like I was a heavy relationship, so I lost that, and then I also left New York, so I lost my whole city. So it was like everything, and then I had a whole different program, which was to learn computer graphics, and which is something I've done. So I've been more relaxed about it. But the thing about it is that when I did start to get involved with people, it was a lot of where I've already done, is what I've already experienced, and I knew the end before it began. And I'm not being judgmental. I could tell all the same things. And then when I finally did get involved, it was somebody that was just, April come around. She was not the kind of person you wanted to deal with when April come around, because then, and I met her in the winter, and it was like everything was cool and quiet, and we had, a kind of one-on-one kind of thing, which is what I mainly, it's not that I was so much committal. It's just that I don't need all the other stuff flying around. So, I mean, if you say that you're dating, you want to mess with a lot of people, then fine, then do that. But if I'm not interested in that, then you should let me know. And so that's what I had a problem with, is that the way it was handled, it was not what she did, it was how she did it.
And so, in general, every female that I got, it was just like tacky kind of things. I'm not gonna say what it was, but things that is just faux pas, just a no-no. It was just like, I can't believe you would stoop to that level. You that damn tacky. And it was different girls were doing the same darn thing. And I said, you got to be kidding me. That's all fine and good, but it's really, I just, like I said, just don't have time for that kind of, tacky kind of behavior, And so and in New York, I realized, like, most people I dealt with, it was like, okay, I'm dating, you do your thing, I do your thing, whatever, if that's the case. Or it was like, hey, I'm letting you know, I'm doing my thing, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if it was because New York is a different kind of economy than Buffalo. So, the kind of, they have different values of what's important as opposed to.
I guess the women in Buffalo, I still don't really know. But what I found is that, when I first came here, I did have a goal. And now that I've kind of gotten that goal of learning this and learning that and being along in it, along enough, like I had to learn character animation. I wanted to learn character animation well enough that I can at least get a job, but it's come out a little bit better than that. So more of what I really wanted to be, which is to work a little bit more independently. So, but now that I'm kind of in that range, it's like, I'm a little bit more relaxed of who I get involved with. But my problem is like I made so at least, if I get involved with somebody, they will understand, well, you know what, he's a computer graphics animator and not like a correction officer. So they won't try to pull me into that, like a lot of people try to tell you how to live your life or what kind of occupation what's best for you sometimes, I don't know how to say it like that in order to be politically correct. But what I'm saying is a teacher when I was a little kid said to me, said that somebody said, "Oh yeah, I heard you were moving around a lot," and so somebody I knew was complaining about that. I said, "Oh yeah, but he moves around a lot." They had asked about me, and he had said, "Well, maybe he knows what's best for him." And he was an artist, so he understood me, on that level where other people don't. They figure artists mean be a bum, and really, I have been a very independent person, considering that I have been living on my own out of town for 15 years. That in no way can you not be any less. And like I said, I moved to New York with a garbage bag. I left with a Park Avenue office, So, I don't know what anybody was thinking about me, but I know who I am. So anyway, the subject was supposed to be about Twitterpation. And so, I also think that it's not good to just, burn, get married, date. God said, it's not good for man to be alone. And so there should be a time limit on that. I really think so. And so if it's not good for man, and women come from men, God said. And so I think that it would be even less for a woman to be alone for too long. So, best wishes.